Hello again, everybody. All right, this is the Bear Grylls Gator Machete. I hate it, to be honest with you. I had used it and got really bad blisters on my hand from this rubber. I have the Condor Bushcraft Parang and the Cold Steel Jungle Machete. I can use them without gloves. I've used them both for hours now, clearing out deer stands, different deer stands, and never got a blister. This just rubs me the wrong way. Anyway, all right, so this is like, this is stainless. I don't like Bear Grylls products. I got this for 16 bucks at a local hardware store / gun store. But, okay, and that's after rubbing, that's after taking the AccuSharp handheld sharpener and holding it like that and just stripping the freaking metal off like I did. Now this one, I have the P80 belt on. I just wanted to see, because I don't care about this machete, I wanted to see if it would actually grind it nicely. And there should be sparks flying. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely throwing sparks. Try not to lift up on the handle. See, if I don't lift up on the handle, this thing doesn't have a point anyway. Not a good one. So anyway, I'm gonna try to lift up on. Not to lift up on the handle, but to see if I can actually get a point on it, just by using the guard. I doubt that I can. Yeah, see, I'd have to lift up and keep going. So no big deal there. And there's sparks flying out on this one too. Both sides of this were crappy. Looks like I'm not going to get the point sharp, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a sword, it's a machete. So basically I'm just trying to, if you didn't watch my other video on the sharpening katana video, I'm wearing the mask because this, when you sharpen with this, especially long blades or high carbon steel blades, even though this is stainless, you will get a lot of black up your nose, and I just don't want to inhale it. So anyway, just a simple shirt tail works. I know it's pretty goofy, but hey, do it work. I work in a hospital. I can get masks, but I'd rather not steal from them. So this should make number 5. They tell you to go down twice with this green one, but as long as I'm seeing sparks, I'm going to keep sharpening, because it's basically telling me it's either grinding away too much metal, or it's buffing it out really well, and it needs it. See, like right here, I'm not throwing nearly as many sparks on this side, on the right side of the blade, as I am the left. And I don't know if that's going to pick up or not, but that's both sides. I forgot to show you before, but anyway, let's see if we can get this to throw a little less sparks. We might not. I don't want to make this all a long video. I just wanted to see if this crappy ass machete would sharpen, because I know this is not a crappy it's not a crappy sharpener whatsoever. It puts a nice convex edge on everything I sharpen with it. And I'm a huge Spyderco Model 204 sharp maker fan. And yeah, this is looking nice. And this is just with, you're going to pick up the burrs, but this is just with the P80 grit, the really sandpaperish grit. A little bit slower. Still throwing the hell out of sparks. This still had a working utility edge on it. I just wanted to see if I could get a better edge than a pull-through sharpener. Well, actually I knew I could. I just wanted to prove it, that this shitty steel they use, which is probably 3CR13, which is, I think they're fancy terms. I think it's the Chinese fancy term for 420J2, which is, to my knowledge, the worst steel you can have. Maybe it's 420 high carbon, but I really don't think it is, just using it. I'd be surprised. If it is, that's what Buck uses and Gerber, usually on their knives, Gerber. But I'm not a fan of it. But anyway, Buck's a hit or miss on some of their knives. Some of their 420 HC is really good. Just depends on the actual model. Or maybe when it was produced, who did the heat treat, what machine, I'm not sure. Trying to get this quit throwing sparks, but all right, so I'm gonna feel. See this side, it's picking up my thumbprint pretty good, but nothing like the swords, nothing like the other machetes at all. I mean, it's not even close. All right, so I'm gonna pause this and then come back when I do the final strop to use all 3 belts. All right, so we're through with sharpening with all 3 belts. I did 10 times on the 6000 grit. I did only 5 on the, I think it's P220, on the brown, the reddish brown one belt, the one in the middle for knives. And then I did, you saw me do how many times I went through with the green. Anyway, the final result is a nice edge. It's still not as sharp. Just feeling it with my thumbprint, I can tell that it's not as sharp as my other machetes are. And I think it's just the steel or the heat treat. But I mean, when I had this in the woods, don't get me wrong, I don't like Bear Grylls products. I do love the ferrocium rod. I think it's amazing, and in fact I think it's better than the Light My Fire. I just throw better sparks with it, and it also just the little metal the metal piece it comes with, it just seems to do a little better job, almost like just taking a dull knife edge to it. Anyway, I'm rambling, I'm sorry about that. Let's try this on the paper again. Let me see if I can wipe it. All right. And there you go. And start from the very base. Go real slow. Turning it. I mean, that's pretty darn good. Let's look at the tip. This is the part I couldn't get to really on the machete when I was sharpening it. And there's where it starts hanging up. Right here at about the last inch. And that's not the part I'm going to be using anyway. So anyway, so that's your Gerber Bear Grylls. For the money, I recommend it if you're going to wear some really good gloves. 16 bucks is better than paying 50 for the Condor Parang, but it's not that flimsy. It's about like a cold steel. The cold steel went from their Latin machetes being 2.0 millimeters to 2.8. And I think this is more around the 2.8. I didn't measure it or anything because I just don't care about it that much. But anyway, there's the workshop again in action. Thanks for watching. God bless.